If I told you that we were heading off to discover the Iberian coast, would you know where we were going? What if I said that we were going to sample Spain and Portugal? Now that, I bet you can picture. But I've never really explored the peninsula. And to get to these towns that are full of wonderful food and wine and music and bucket loads of history, when it comes to the ship, bigger is not better. You want to go a little bit smaller to really get right in there as we head off on our Iberian discovery. With a maximum of 228 guests, the ultra-luxurious Scenic Eclipse allows us to explore two of the greatest seafaring nations on the planet. After departing the Portuguese capital of Lisbon, our state-of-the-art Discovery yacht is taking us along the Atlantic coast and into the Mediterranean on this magnificent 11-day cruise. Portugal's southernmost region is known as the Algarve, famous for its magnificent coastline and historic villages. From the port of Portimão, we are headed just 20 minutes inland to the town of Silves, once the capital of the most important city of the Algarve.
That's King Sancho I. He arrived here and he entitled himself King of Portugal, of the Algarve and of Silves. So all the noble families moved here too.
So that's why you see some of the beautiful homes surrounding here, is that right?
Yeah, there's still palaces that have been restored from that time.
This red brick castle is one of the region's largest and best preserved ancient monuments, originally built in the 10th century.
We are in a Moorish settlement. The Arabs, they've been here for so long, 5 centuries. So
I see their influence throughout so much of your design.
Their architecture, and as we've got now here, we've got the houses where they settled. Even here in the Algarve, the whitewashed houses were influenced by the Arab occupation.
Why did everybody want a piece of Portugal?
Because we are situated near the coast. We are quite rich country in what concerns fishing, agriculture. The soils are quite rich. Everybody wants to come here to trade. This is a trading port. And we are proud of it. So proud of our history.
The white storks of the Algarve. They used to be very rare, so they thought we'll protect them. And now they are everywhere. And look at the nest. It is big and it is heavy. They mate for life and they're not very noisy. But I tell you what, it's like spotting, where's Wally? I think there's another 2 down there. Storks remain in this area all year round, and they create permanent nests. It stands to reason that with such lovely weather and beautiful soil, Portugal is a major contender in the wine industry. So let's sample the local stuff. I should warn you, I'm terrible at wine tastings. I love it all. This Mediterranean-style property is Villa Alvor, creating local wines on site from its 30 hectares of vines. Which one should I start with?
White wine. Yeah.
Okay.
That one is the best seller.
Oh, it's got a little bit of bite to it.
Yeah.
A bit of bite, that's beautiful. I love it.
It's very light.
It's very light, yes.
I like the red wines. Very sweet. The Alicante is my favorite.
How would you describe that aroma?
That one is cherry and the black plum.
Oh, yes, you can taste the black plum. Full-bodied.
Yes.
Delicious. Discover the benchmark in ultra-luxury cruising on a Scenic Eclipse voyage in 2025. Experience an all-inclusive journey of a lifetime along the Iberian coastline. Secure your voyage today with Scenic's super early bird offers. Getaway viewers can save an additional $300 per person off select Scenic Eclipse cruises. For more info or to request your voucher, visit scenic.com.au/getaway. Call 1300 790 372 or have a little chat to your nearest travel advisor. Lazing on board Scenic Eclipse is an especially delightful way to start the day. With its fully decked out spa, lounge areas and dining spaces, plus the generously sized suites and balconies, there is no shortage of places on board to settle in and soak up the surroundings on our way to Seville in southern Spain. Steeped in culture and history, from the grandest monuments to the sprawling parklands, Seville is the perfect city to explore on two wheels. Pretty amazing city for bike riding.
Yeah, it's amazing. Next to the river,
See?
we don't have hills around. I will say that Seville will be like the Amsterdam of Spain. There is a very large bike roads, many chance to rent a bike. It's super flat and super nice.
Perfect.
We think our city is probably one of the most beautiful cities in the world. That's what we believe.
One of the most iconic monuments of Seville is the historic Triana Bridge. Okay, Abraham, tell me about this beautiful bridge.
It was built in the 19th century, and the designer was studying at the same school of Eiffel Tower.
Gustav Eiffel, yes.
And looks similar, it's a metal structure.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful. And also, from here, we can see probably one of the best views of our skyline.
Abraham,
right?
I'm too scared to look. I don't want to fall. Okay, I'm going to do it quickly. Oh, that's
it.
lovely.
To the left.
Yes, that's lovely. From the Guadalquivir River, it's a really short cycle to the city's green heart. What's the name of this park?
Maria Luisa.
It's really big, isn't it?
It's the largest green area next to the historic city. It's an oasis in summer.
It's just gorgeous. The Maria Luisa Park, with its gardens and buildings, was constructed for the Ibero-American Expo of 1929. But the park's most beloved and extravagant landmark is the Plaza de España. The amount of work that has gone into this is incredible. These pebble pathways, my goodness, it is just so beautiful. I'm overwhelmed.
This building is outstanding.
Today, it is the pride of Spain.
For sure. This is the pride of our city and the pride of Spain.
Just 20 minutes south of the city centre, we are transported back to Seville's rich history. Made up of the most beautiful courtyard gardens, historic buildings and bullpens, Real Venta de Antequera began as a resting place for weary travellers heading to Seville. Oh my goodness, how beautiful are these gardens? We've actually been invited to this beautiful space, which is very dear to the locals. They come here now for all sorts of different events and performances. But 100 years ago, this is where the farmers would bring their bulls to rest the night before they headed out to a bullfight. Due to the decline in bullfighting's popularity, bull rings just like this have become multi-purpose venues, showcasing performances like the passionate Andalusian flamenco.
Flamenco is part of our life. It's part of our identity. When we go to the markets, we go singing. When we are in a party, we are clapping. When you are putting your kids to bed, you are singing a flamenco lullaby. This is an equestrian flamenco show. Andalusian horses and dancers coming together with the live music.
This private flamenco performance is a scenic and rich event, an exclusive experience designed to give us a real feel, a deeper understanding of the places and the people that we visit.
Yo le pido a Dios del cielo y el lunes por la mañana me traiga puesto.
With our ultra-luxurious home at sea, Scenic Eclipse, docked in the city of Seville, we are heading around about an hour and a half inland to go exploring Cordoba. Best known for its Grand Mosque. You've got the size and the height, but when you look really closely, the detail is so beautiful, isn't it?
Totally. It's a fusion between the religion and the artistic space. They created art everywhere. So when you enter, you cannot breathe just the energy of a temple, but also an energy of a museum.
It's incredible that you just have layer upon layer of different civilizations.
Totally.
How was this structure never demolished, only added upon?
Because the population, they wanted to preserve that mix of cultures. The special mindset we created here, even in the 15th century.
Are they the church bells?
Yeah.
I love that. Like, everything is still functioning. It's not just for tourism.
No, we're in life, definitely.
But the city has so much more to offer than this remarkable mosque.
Every street you look, it's something special. Some art, some column, some door, some window. Something about the history.
It's so rich. It's so full of culture, isn't it?
That's full of cultures.
Today, it remains a melting pot of different cultures, different religions, and, of course, architectural styles.
If you see the Roman bridge, the Romans, they did in the 1st century. The only bridge to cross the river during 19th centuries.
Everywhere you look, there's a story to be told.
Yeah, a story of different cultures. That's why it's the city with more UNESCO sites of the world.
You can imagine this just being paradise to whoever called it home.
That would be a paradise, definitely, for many people.
Taking a little time out and slowing down is something the Spaniards take very seriously. And in Cordoba's old town, that extends to the time they spend in the gardens known as the patios. This is the best example of instant colour I've ever seen in my life. But the locals here, they haven't gone to the hardware store or the nursery to buy this. This is their own homes, and they reuse the flowers every year. Is that right?
Totally, because to be a patio of Cordoba, the UNESCO site, you need to maintain some traditions. You need to leave your own house, you need to take care about your own house. No gardeners, you need to give the special irrigation also, pots by pots.
The patios of Cordoba have become one of the main attractions of the city, and they are all open to the public. I have to admit, Ricardo, when you told me that we were going to a patio, I thought we'd be sitting out on a veranda. I didn't really know what you meant. This is the only place in the world that you can find something like this, is that right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
How do you explain it?
It's because the Islamic people, so the women, they could be uncovered in the same houses because we are outside, but at the same time in the house.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the concept.
Back on board Scenic Eclipse, we can settle in for a relaxing afternoon of cruising as we depart Seville. And now we are heading east for the port of Malaga. Welcome to what I call my lovely cocoon. Love to come back here at the end of the day. You can see the elves have been here. Not that I'm messy, but I'm very grateful to the elves. There's plenty of space. I'd show you how ergonomically designed this is, but I think what everyone loves is this detail. Every suite has a big balcony. Hello, that would be the Rock of Gibraltar. Discover the benchmark in ultra-luxury cruising on a Scenic Eclipse voyage in 2025. Experience an all-inclusive journey of a lifetime along the Iberian coastline. Secure your voyage today with Scenic's super early bird offers. Getaway viewers can save an additional $300 per person off select Scenic Eclipse cruises. For more info or to request your voucher, visit scenic.com.au/getaway. Call 1300 790 372 or have a little chat to your nearest travel advisor. Welcome back to Spain's Iberian coast, cruising from port to port on Scenic Eclipse. Today, it's the vibrant Mediterranean city of Malaga, and we are starting the day as the Spaniards do.
So, this is where you would meet before you go to the market.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is to get the energy up before you go shopping.
Exactly. To warm up a little bit.
Do I just rip it apart? Is
Yes,
that okay?
you grab a churros with a napkin.
Grab
like
the whole
that.
thing?
Exactly, the whole thing. And then the sugar.
I tell you what, Victor, is this not just the yummiest breakfast ever?
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the most famous place in the city.
Is
I
it
like
really?
to say Malaga, if you don't have the chocolate and churros in Casaranda, then you're not having chocolate and churros. This is the place. To come here and order any other breakfast is a sin.
This scenic free choice tour shows off the city's architecture, the history, and the really yummy local delicacies. The Old Town area is its historic heart, and it's compact enough to really easily explore on foot.
Look at that entrance. Magnificent.
It's called La Tarazanas. That means shipyard. And this was the entrance to the shipyard.
And is that why the fish are right at the front?
Exactly. From the Mediterranean Sea, they brought the fish directly here.
An icon of the Old Town is Malaga's Central Market. I just love this place.
We are the vegetable garden of Europe. You know, vegetables and fruits, they mainly come from Spain. Look, for instance, how delicious are all these fruits over here. Like these white strawberries, they are here from southern Spain and they taste like pineapple. Try this one here. It's simply delicious.
I've never tried a white strawberry before.
They're very, very different.
Woo!
Strong, isn't it?
Yes.
Pineapple?
Why on earth does it taste like a pineapple?
Taste, smell, everything that you love about Spain is right here.
You know, Iberian ham is something that has gone all around the world. What makes it so good?
It makes it so good, it's all natural. This is cured in salt, it's nothing smoked over here. Try that one. It melts in your mouth.
Mmm, that's so good.
Isn't that great?
Delicacies aside, Malaga is also famous as the birthplace of Picasso. The Picasso Museum opened in his honor in 2003 with 285 pieces donated by his family. Nearby is the oldest point of Malaga, the Roman Theatre, built in the 1st century AD and rediscovered in 1951.
All of this was completely abandoned by the Romans. Then people started to build their homes on top. We completely forgot about this Roman theater. And just by coincidence, when we were doing some renovations here in the area, surprise, appeared the Roman theater.
And it's incredible, and it's right next to the Picasso Museum.
Yes, I love to make this kind of connection because we are here next to a Roman theater, which is almost 2,000 years old, attached to an Arabic fortress, and both structures facing with Picasso's museum that is considered one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. So all of them together, you put them, you shake it a little bit like a cocktail, and the result is Malaga, the city where we are right now.
From Malaga, you and I are now headed 45 minutes drive inland to one of southern Spain's most scenic hiking trails. I am doing the Caminito del Rey so vertigo sufferers do not have to. I have to admit, when I first turned up to the front gate, ready to do a nice gentle hike, I couldn't understand why the lady said, "You look elegant," and then handed me a helmet. Now I get it. This is a geologist's dream. Every single day, over 1,000 people take this hike, all ages. It really is quite beautiful, but it is an engineering feat. The entire track is almost 8 kilometres and was once considered one of the most dangerous tracks in the world, for obvious reasons. The pass has now, thankfully, been restored and is visitor friendly. But check out the views. They remain the same.
This rock formation, this was the bed of the ocean millions of years ago, and just by the movement of the tectonic plates, all of this was created. This is limestone. Wherever you see limestone, it means the bed of the ocean.
I tell you what, when you see that original path, that actually takes my breath away.
Yeah.
It really is an engineering feat, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the main purpose that all of this was done.
You know, Victor, this is a lovely way to spend the afternoon.
Absolutely, totally agree with you.
I love the way it was the Greeks who named Iberia, indicating how many different cultures have left their mark on this one strip of very strategically placed coastline, leaving this sort of tapestry of traditions and history, all woven through with this undeniable natural beauty. The fact that we get to experience it from a ship in the same way as those epic explorers back in the day, admittedly with a little bit more luxury. That is what turns this into an unforgettable experience.